everyone, welcome back to the Daily Nine Spot Talk. I'm Agnia, your host, and today we're diving into a topic that has been changing the way we live, which is overdependence on e-payment. E-money or electronic money has made life more convenient. It allows us to pay for almost anything using apps, mobile wallets, or QR codes. But with all this convenience, there's a growing issue. Are we becoming too dependent on e-payment systems? That's the big question we'll explore today. While e-payments are efficient and make life easier, the overuse or overdependence on this system is causing some unexpected challenges. To help us discuss this, I've invited three great panelists. Let's meet them.
Hi everyone, I'm Lukman, a financial analyst. I've been looking at how e-payments have evolved and how they impact personal finance and society.
Hi, I am Abian, a high school student, and like many others, repayments are a big part of my life now.
Hi, I'm Adinda, a small business owner. I've been using e-payment system for my store, and while it's been helpful, there are definitely some downside to being too reliant on them.
Thanks for being here, everyone. Let's start by talking about this. How did you first get into using e-payments and what role do they play in your daily life? Let's hear from you, Abian.
As student, I use payment for pretty much everything. Now, like buying food, paying for school supplies, and sharing bills with my friend. Honestly, I barely carry cash in money. E-payment is super convenient, but it also make it so easy to just tap and pay without thinking much about it.
For my business, e-payment has been a lifesaver. Most customers prefer it, and it's faster than handling cash. But as a business, I also feel the pressure to always have the system up and running. If something goes wrong, it can really hurt myself. My it can really hurt myself.
I think e-payment is a huge convenience, but it's also a double-edged sword. When you rely on too much, it can disconnect us from actually thinking about how much we're spending. It becomes less about managing money and more about simply making quick transactions.
Interesting point. So overdependence on e-payment makes transaction so easy that we might forget about the real value of money. Now let's talk about some of the problems that come with using e-payment so much. Fabian, what are some of the issues you've noticed?
For me, one of the biggest problem is the always realizing how much spending. It's always swipe or scan my phone that if often overspend with realizing. It feels like I'm not handling money the same way is used to when I paid with cash.
From a business perspective, overdependence on e-payment can be risky. If there's a technical issue or if the payment platform goes down, it could really affect my business. Plus, transaction fees add up over time. I've had to adjust price to cover those extra costs.
There is also the risk of data security. Since everything is digital now, there's a growing risk of identity theft or of fraud. People might not be as careful as they should be with their data, and open the door for hacker.
Okay, it sounds like while e-payment system offers a lot of benefits, overdependence on them comes with its own set of issues. Let's talk about where we see this going. Lukman, what do you think will happen if we continue relying on e-payment so much?
I think we're heading towards a future where e-payment dominates all aspects of life. But if we keep depending on it, we might lose control over our financial habits. People need to be more mindful about how they spend digitally, and there needs to be better education on financial literacy.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a great if people were more aware of how much they are spending when using e-payments. Either were more to track spending automatically, like monthly reports alert. I could help us avoid overspending.
For businesses, it's important to strict. I think e-payment should remain an option, but there should be ways to make cash payments more accessible. If we put all our trust in one system, we're more vulnerable to issues like fraud or touch failures.
Okay, thank you all for your ideas. So to sum it up, e-payment makes life easier, but it has some risks too. If we rely on it too much, we might overspend, face security problems, or even hurt businesses. The main point is that e-payment is just a tool. We still need to manage our money wisely and stay responsible. It's something to help us, not something to replace good financial habits. What about you, listeners? Have you noticed how much you rely on e-payment? Do you think it's affecting your financial habits? Let us know on our social media pages. That's all for today's episode of the Daily 9 Spot Talk. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.